he saw a picture and he couldn't see, so he flew him out. He actually stayed at my place for a whole week.
Right.
And we practiced at Inglewood High School, and we drove out to Vegas, and we played in the tournament, won the tournament. And so that year, KG was in South Carolina, was going to move. He was getting out of South Carolina because he was dealing with some issues out there.
Correct.
So I was trying to get him to move out to Inglewood. You can stay with me. So he was still either coming out to Inglewood or going to Chicago.
Right.
Wound up going to Chicago, and the rest is history. He left out of high school and all that. But that's when we started our relationship the summer before.
Okay.
Today,
I'm looking at that game
from TIAA Bank Field.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try for the first with Walker. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. It may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the big fella, still going inside the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Smith and Jigba in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Darnold now to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, ETN once more. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, my friend, this is...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
I deserve a second because I missed. Because I was hurt. If I didn't get hurt, I would be closer.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On third down, Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. In motion right here, Hunter. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
This 2nd and 4. Hunter now will go in motion left. They're going to run this with a tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
I was projected to go number 2. In the draft, so the #1 pick was the Clippers.
A give to ETN running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Clippers my first year.
Lawrence.
3 was right for friends. And it was like...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now it's Darnold. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to...
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky.
It was such a blessing, Shannon, because think about this.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. Lawrence will throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Got a lockout, so cut that in half.
Now Lawrence. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I didn't get her a house my first year. I don't think I got her a house till like my 3rd year.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll run with ETN. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back to Walker on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. Eskridge, the man in motion. On first down, it's Darnold. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Straight ahead, Walker. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go and make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it lines up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there at 22.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Yes, he might be trying to. He knows. He want to bet enough to make you uncomfortable. Bro, I'm not going to lose my house over with you trying to impress me. Nah, hell nah.
ETN is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. To throw is Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He completes this to Walker. Oh, nice move. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. To the right side, this is Walker to the 43, second down.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there is going to leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Darnold. Look at the big fella go. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Darnold, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days in Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
I realize how many people it affected. You know, I'm sitting in the hospital, I'm seeing stacks of letters.
Hunter now will go in motion left. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
In motion right here, Hunter. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On play action, Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Dancing to his left. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Coming to the NBA, coming to the NFL, whatever sports you play, when you're on a high level. I would
Darnold
say, like,
from the gun. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Eluding the pressure right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
I never had a chance to experience that.
On first down, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Might get outside himself and say the N-word or something or whatever. It probably has happened. It's never happened. I was a player there. I was loved there in the city. So I went to a restaurant, got a standing ovation. It's a real sports town.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
But, you go back in the day, a lot of the Irish migrated to Boston.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
You're not going to Charlestown, you're not South.
It's give him opportunity to get up and call me.
How tough was it?
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. A short throw there to Strange. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Can't sleep because of your credit card debt? If you're drowning in $10,000 or more in debt, National Debt Relief could...
Handoff running left is Etienne. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. They go play action with Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Etienne up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Lawrence to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's a give to Etienne, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run with Etienne. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Hunter now will go in motion left.
I can see that. When they get it, I thought that was it. I thought I was out of here.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, so they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Faking the give, Darnold. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Running right, here's Walker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Pass to the sideline.
You gotta be fucking me.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Unbelievable, bro.
Great communication. And as he drove across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On first down, Darnold got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Trayvon Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now an option play on second down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It just seems like the Holy Trinity. It just came together right away. So, man, it was just...
Looking to throw. Lawrence. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Off play action. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Lawrence on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Robinson will try to pick it up, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Off the play fake, Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep inside. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Wow.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 37. They'll look to Etienne to start things out. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to the ground with ETN. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Lawrence being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
A handoff for ETN.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
One more time with ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Darnold.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba. Still going inside the 20.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Darnold down to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Lawrence. Over the middle here to Brown. And quickly they get to the line. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go, got to have it. Lawrence steps away to his left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down of the process. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Etienne with it. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On third down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Etienne. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And they'll try to squeeze in 1 more play here before the 2-minute warning. Once more, Etienne. And good work defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange taking it in. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they have to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 42 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On the draw, here's Lawrence. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Lawrence will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. It's Hunter. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Lawrence. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
I don't know, stuff like that, but like when I dedicate my life to this,
Yes.
for just this one moment, even if it was only for like that night or whatever, I could say this for the rest of my life. It was everything and more. I still feel it.
Yeah.
When I go to Boston, it's cheers. When I look up and I see that banner, it's not going nowhere.
It's over. It's never.
Everything.
I'm a part of this.
When I go to the bill is on us.
Yeah.
Like it's everything and more than I thought it was gonna be. Because I didn't know. I mean, the feeling is there, but when you it's constantly like you still feel it. It's like it's been 17 years since I won, and it's still every time I'm in the city,
it still feel like yesterday.
It's still feel like we won it yesterday.
You know? It does. Because to be a part of it, Denver, I was a part of the first one to win a championship in Denver. We went back to back. I went to Baltimore. I was the first to win there.
In this ball game.
When you put top speed is, and that's what I don't know how you feel, because I like to ask athletes. It's like, man, when you lost, I said, man, it broke me. I said, because I knew how much. I said, things hurt when you put so much into it. When you put so much of your time, your energy, and effort into something, and it doesn't work out, it don't just have to be sports. It can be a relationship. It can be a business. The more you put something, the more you put into something, the more it hurt when it doesn't work. Right? Man, look here. I lost to Jacksonville in '96. I still ain't got over that. It's been 30 years.
Yeah, I ain't got over 2010. Game 7. Damn, we up in the fourth quarter. Like, it's still...
Because you know what you put into it. You know how many times you ran those dudes. You know how many times that you denied certain things so you could be the best truth you could possibly be. And when it doesn't work...
On EA Sports.
Man, it's equivalent to a man being married 20 years and divorced. Yeah, you like, damn, I done invested all of this time and energy, and it didn't work out. That feeling is not a good feeling.
It's not.
And it sticks.
Because you feel like you're a failure. Because what did I do? Because now guess what I got to do? I got to replay it over and over.
Over and over.
What could I have done differently? What should I have done differently? Man, if I'd have trained a little harder, if I'd have lifted a little bit more weight, maybe if I didn't go out that night, maybe if I'd have studied a little. I mean, all that is the same thing.
Same thing. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'll never let it go. To this day, I never watched that game. That game 7 we lost.
I haven't watched that game. That division round playoff to Jags. No, I don't need to see it.
I don't need to see that.
I know what happened.
Right. You always say, no, I ain't watching that. I know what happened. Right, like you said.
But in that game, man, hold on. I'm just trying to figure out how you get wheeled up in a wheelchair, Pete.
All right, look. So the diagnosis is a strained meniscus. That was the diagnosis the next day. Have you ever strained a meniscus?
I have.
You know you can still play on that.
Yeah.
But it hurts. It hurts, still hurt. Yeah. And I don't know, and then your knee is kind of loose.
Yeah. You don't have real stability. I mean, maybe y'all can play on that. It's hard to play on that if you're a football player, all that flat cut that we got.
And so when it first happened, it was like a sharp pain.
Yeah.
So it was going down my leg, and I was just like, I ain't never felt no sharp pain in my knee.
Right.
And so that's why I reacted the way I reacted, but I didn't know the severity of it.
Right.
I just felt the sharp pain.
Right.
And I knew it was something. So, like, doctors like, oh, get away from him. Like, damn. Pick him up. Get the wheelchair. I ain't asked for no wheelchair. I didn't say, hey, hold on, get the wheelchair. They just brought it out. And then they had cameras all on everything, all in the hallway and everything. So I was just like, man, when I got back to the back, I was like, all right, hold on, man. Let me stand up. Let me see how to put weight on it.
Yeah.
I didn't put weight on it. Think about it, because they carried me.
Yeah.
And I sat down.
Yeah.
So let me see where it's at. So I stood up. I was like, all right. It ain't bad. It ain't that bad. I'm doing this, and it's kind of loose.
Right.
But it ain't. I'm weight bearing, and anything that's weight bearing, you good.
Yeah.
Because how a sprained ankle feels. It's hard to put the weight on.
Yeah, you can.
And any other injury when it's in your legs, it's hard to put the weight on. So once I put the weight on it, I was like, it ain't as bad. Let me give me a knee brace. It just feels like loose, like it's gonna tear any second.
Right.
Let me just stabilize it. And let me see how I feel.
Right.
And it's the finals.
Right.
I ain't never been to the finals.
Right.
And it's game 1.
And I don't know if I'm ever going to come back to the finals.
If I'm ever coming back, I'm going back out there.
Right.
I was like, no, I said, man, I can put weight on it. I just ran out there. I was supposed to be on the